Hello and welcome to Wrestling Weekly. This is the show where I run down everything that's happened in wrestling in this past week in AEW and all the WWEs and a little bit of Impact as well this week. So let's get into it. It's exciting times for a wrestling fan watching Raw and Smackdown as Wrestlemania is right around the corner. Now, I'm particularly looking forward to a lot of matches actually on Wrestlemania. One that was announced on Monday Night Raw this week was Rhea Ripley versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Dear God, let it end. I don't think I'm the only wrestling fan that would say that I've actually nearly forgotten that Asuka had the title, and really that title hasn't been relevant since Becky Lynch had it last year. Now I know this may be a bit of a controversial opinion, but at the end of the day, I think it's true. I think Becky Lynch's character kind of brought that title into relevancy. And I think Asuka hasn't had any decent challenge, and I think Rhea Ripley could pose the first big challenge this title has had since perhaps Shayna Baszler at last year's WrestleMania. So I hope Rhea Ripley can win the title and bring the title back to relevancy. To be honest, nothing else really happened on Raw this week in terms of WrestleMania matches. It's already been confirmed that Drew McIntyre will take on Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship.
Right.
It's already confirmed that Omos and AJ Styles, who's behind me here, will take on the New Day for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I'm interested to see who will face Matt Riddle for the US title, and overall I think Raw is pretty good right now for rivalries and stuff. Also, Randy Orton will be taking on Bray Wyatt in God knows whatever match.
What is happening in here?
Let's get on to SmackDown, and the big news is the main event has been confirmed. Being the winner of the 2021 Men's Royal Rumble, Edge got to decide who he would face at WrestleMania. He chose Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, and it's now been confirmed that it is in fact a triple threat after a sort of heel turn on Daniel Bryan this week. So it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I'm not sure which night, but it's going to be the main event of that night for the Universal Championship. I can't wait. I've been a fan of the three wrestlers involved here for years, and I can't wait to see them go at it. And it's going to be a fantastic match in my opinion. And Roman's doing some of the best work of his career. Edge just gets better and better. And Daniel Bryan, whatever match you put him in, he will give you a 5-star match. Moving on to the women's title side of things, it's already been confirmed that Bianca Belair will face Sasha Banks for the women's title on the SmackDown side, and I actually can't wait for this match. I think it's going to be a good match. The build has been absolutely atrocious, but I'm still holding on to my belief, I suppose, that this match could steal the show at WrestleMania, but we're hoping for that anyway. I presume Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, I actually don't even care about this, to be honest. I think it could be the Street Profits who face them, I don't really know, but I really hope that just something happens with these tag titles, because the SmackDown tag titles have just been on the sideline for too long now. I think Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode could be good champions, but who knows. The Blue Brand also have the Intercontinental Champion Big E onto their name, and it looks like it's going to be Apollo Crews taking him on at WrestleMania. And this build has actually been quite good in my opinion, and I think this could be something very promising because they're both fantastic athletes. They're both can kind of gel off each other, I suppose, in the ring, and I'm actually looking forward to this match. Should it happen, I'm not 100% sure if it's happening. I don't really watch WWE, I'm more of an AEW guy, but I do think WrestleMania is going to be a very, very big show, and I'm looking forward to it. Moving on to the Black and Gold brand, NXT. The NXT champion Finn Balor will take on Karrion Kross at Takeover before WrestleMania. It's going to be a 2-night event, and I'm really looking forward to this match. I think Karrion Kross was kind of robbed of the title, and when he won it, of course, and then got injured. I think this could be his big comeback, and I'm actually looking forward to it. And I think Finn Balor's been a fantastic champion, but I do think Karrion Kross will take this one home. Elsewhere, the Undisputed Era falling apart has just been the biggest talking point, I think, in wrestling this month, and even this month, since it happened, it's been on everyone's minds. And I think Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole at Takeover in an unsanctioned match is going to be absolutely brilliant. I can't wait, and genuinely, I've never been more invested in a match because I loved the Undisputed Era, and when they broke up I was heartbroken, but now that they've taken this kind of angle with it, I'm really happy that, you know, Kyle O'Reilly is getting the kind of main event status he deserves, as well as Adam Cole. Adam Cole, I think, is one of the most underrated wrestlers in the world at the moment. The NXT Tag Team Championships have been vacated by Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch after Danny Burch suffered a broken arm, and I think they are going to do a battle royal or some sort of thing next week. William Regal's going to announce it more information on it next week. And in the NXT North American title picture, obviously the champion is Johnny Gargano. Pete Dunne looks to be the next in line to take on Gargano. I wouldn't mind seeing Pete Dunne as a North American champion, sorry. And yeah, this could be a pretty decent match in my opinion on Takeover. And of course, Walter. Now, being a fan of OTT, Walter is a familiar name to me, sorry. And him against Tommaso Ciampa for the UK title, I'm worried about it because if Tommaso Ciampa wins the UK title, he may, I don't know, maybe not be able to commit to NXT UK. So I think this match is going to kind of rely on the fact that maybe it would only make sense if Walter would win, because the NXT UK champion obviously has to go over to NXT UK and defend his title, and I can't see, I really can't see Tommaso Ciampa making that commitment in his career yet. And also it's the battle of the Cruiserweight champions. Santos Escobar and Jordan Devlin will finally discover who is the real Cruiserweight champion after Jordan Devlin had to sit on this bench due to COVID, being from Ireland of course. I'm actually from Ireland as well. And Santos Escobar filled in after winning the Cruiserweight title tournament. And it's great to see Jordan Devlin back, and I'm really looking forward to this match. I think this could be a very entertaining and show stealer match, and I'm really looking forward to it. And so that's all we have time for on the WWE side of things. We're going to move on to AEW, and then of course we also have to talk about Impact with AEW as well. This week saw Darby Allin and John Silver fight for the TNT Championship. I watched this match, I thought it was pretty good. I wasn't overly happy with the result. I think maybe John Silver could have won it, and there could have been an angle where the Dark Order rise again, I suppose, after obviously the death of Brody Lee. And it was a pretty good match, I have to say, and good way to finish off a very entertaining Dynamite, which had the Lucha Bros go after Kenny Omega, which had the Young Bucks finally maybe leave Kenny Omega in their past, and of course, two of my favourite wrestlers have teamed up. I am of course talking about Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. These two, I love them. I'm sorry, I really love them, and I love their little rivalry that they have going on with the Good Brothers, who are actually, no, they're not the Impact Tag Champs. I'll get into that in a minute. And Kenny Omega as World Champion has been brilliant. I think whoever faces him next is going to be pretty big. And also Hangman Page has been doing his things his own way. He's not really joining the Dark Order. I think they're going to finish with that Dark Order thing now, and he may just find another rival. Matt Hardy as well could be challenging the Dark Order with his union, or whatever the hell you want to call that weird thing that's going on. And of course the AEW champion, Kenny Omega, will take on the Impact champion, who is Rich Swann, and it's a winner-take-all match. And I don't know when that's going to be. I think it's going to be at some stage next month. And I do think Kenny Omega is going to go on a little title hunt around the world, which is going to be very exciting. It's very exciting times to be a wrestling fan, because like I could talk about this all week, and I'm also offering my opinion, but it's a very exciting time to be a wrestling fan now, because you have so much amazing stuff. You have Wrestlemania 2 nights, you have 2-night Takeover, and you've got AEW, who are just killing it right now. And Impact as well has been pretty good this year. And you know, we could see the return of independent scenes as well. I mean, you know, the likes of ICW, OTT in Dublin. Who else? You could have NLW as well in Dublin as well. And yeah, look, it's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. But that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to give a little overview of what we're going to be doing on this channel. And yeah, this is just going to be an introductory video, and thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you are a wrestling fan and you like what you see. My name is Niall, and I love wrestling. Bye-bye for now. Okay, I'm just editing this back, and I forgot to mention that Kevin Owens is going to be facing Sami Zayn, and next week Sami Zayn is going to have Logan Paul on his chat show. Yeah, that's all that's happening. And I also forgot to mention the Pinnacle on the AEW side of things. So yeah. Sorry, I'll do better next time.